Hello my dear students, welcome back to online class. Today I am going to discuss terrestrial habitat, under terrestrial habitat on the desert habitat. How the desert habitat is adapted over the animals lives there. Okay, so here the adaptation in desert habitats, and you will also comes to know a new term adaptation. What is adaptation? Okay, so let's start with that. Here we have already read about this slide, that journey through different habitat, that one is terrestrial and another is aquatic. And today I am going to discuss under terrestrial habitat only desert habitat. Okay, so let's see. As we have already read that in every varieties of organism we will find some certain features that help them to live in the surrounding in which they are normally found, be it very cold or very hot climate and surroundings. Such like that, the presence of specific features or certain habits which enable a plant or an animal to live in its surrounding is called adaptation. Now different animals are adapted to their surroundings in different way. Now we will see. What is adaptation here? The presence of certain specific features or habits which enables a plant or animal to adjust and live in its surroundings is known as adaptations. Then the organisms have specific features or characteristics that enables them to survive in their habitat. These features are termed as adaptation. So I hope you can understood this. These are the presence of specific features or specific habits which enables a plant or animal to live in its surrounding. That is the adaptability or adjustability. Okay. Now we will see under terrestrial habitat. This is the desert. Desert habitat. As you know that desert actually refers to the areas which are largely uninhabited. Then desert emphasize lack of water, and it is refers to a dry, barren, treeless region. Usually which trees are there, like very thick cuticle, and they are actually grown to compensate the loss of water from their body, as the temperature is very high in desert. So to cope up with the temperature of the desert, there are following adaptation of various organisms which are living in deserts are enlisted below. Okay, let's try to understand. Snakes and rats dig burrows to escape intense heat, as they don't have long legs such as camel. As you know, snakes and rat, they actually, to cope up with the strong sun, they try to escape and dig big and deep burrows. Okay, deep burrows. And these animals come out only during the night, when the temperature is less, or when the desert is cooler at night. Now we will come to know how camel adapted to life in a very hot and dry climate. As you know that desert characterized as very hot and dry climate. So how camel adapted their life in desert? As you know that brown coat of fur they are having with the skin, that is for camouflage. Okay, means to mask the body from strong heat or strong sun. Okay, and fat is stored in the hump, and they have a hump like structure in the posterior side, you can see, and there is no other body fat to prevent overheating. So here fat is stored in their hump, that's why that fat is actually used in their starved condition, and losses little water through sweating or urine. As they have lack of water in their body, so they loses very little water through sweating or urine, and they have long thin legs, means the body surface area is large compared to the volume to increase heat loss. Okay, and they have large thin legs, means that is very means very taller, or the distance between their body and the sand, that is height is more. That's why they are not totally exposed to the heat of the sand, hot sand. Okay, now wide feet for spreading body weight over soft shifting sand. These all are the adaptation of deserts of the camels in desert habitat. Okay, here another adaptation of desert animal, that is jackrabbit, such as they are adapted to the desert by having long ears to cool themselves in the hot weather. They are possessing long ears and to cope up with the strong heat. Okay, so that is the another adaptation of desert animals. Okay, I have already taken some examples of adaptation in desert animals like camels, rats, snakes. Now, how plants adapt to this arid condition or very dry condition where there is very little or no rainfall? Then what are the most important characteristics of adaptation in desert plants? Okay, now you can see how the plants adapt to this condition. Actually, they have thick waxy skin, the leaf, to reduce loss of water and to reflect heat, and also they are bearing large fleshy stem to store water. Then their also leaves are either absent or present in forms of spine, which help them in reducing loss of water. So the thorns and thin spiky glossy leaves are there to reduce water loss. Okay, and they are also having long roots that go deep in the soil for absorbing water. Here the example is cactus, and such plants in the deserts are known as xerophytes. Okay, so here you can see in desert plants leaves are reduced to spine and lose little water through transpiration. Now, can you say what is transpiration? I hope you can say. That is, the transpiration is the process by which water is released from plant leaves. Actually, plant put down roots into the soil to draw water and nutrients up into the stems and leaves, and some of this water is returned to the air by the process of transpiration. So this is the usual method. Okay, next, the stems of desert plants have waxy coating on them, and in most of them photosynthesis is carried out by the stem. Okay, that is why they can cope up with that environment, and their roots go deep into the soil so as to absorb water. These features I have already told in the previous slide. Again I am telling. And the leaves in desert plants are absent to prevent loss of water due to transpiration. That also I have already mentioned. Okay, so these are the common features of desert plant adaptation. And what are the plants called in desert area? They are called as xerophytes. You have to remember this point. Okay, and next day I will discuss some more habitat under terrestrial habitat. Okay, so I hope you understood this. If you have any problem, ask me in the e-portal. Okay students, thank you. Have a nice day.